Well, g'day everyone. Okay, I've finally just about ready to paint the bike. ST. Oh, what a job! I mean, yeah, all the work that went into the fairings and foot pegs and all the rest of it, and yeah, also the covers. I've now made two covers to go over to hide the foot pegs. Yeah, that's for if you're riding around town, you don't want them visible, and also want to hide them. Just want to take it in for rego. I don't think you'd have any issues with it, but just in case it. Better they don't even know that I've put pegs on it. So, but yeah, so sort of now scuffing it all with the dry 240 in preparation for primer. I will go over the plastic pieces with a plastic primer, even though it appears to be painted. It does appear to be a layer of paint over the plastic, but it's been rubbed through in a few places, and so I'll go over that anyway, just for a precaution. But yeah, what a hassle! 22 separate pieces of plastic. Freaking amazing. Yeah. In the old days of bikes, you'd have, a tank, two side covers, and possibly a headlight, and that'd be it. You'd have the whole thing rubbed, painted, finished in one day. Amazing. And on top of that, I had a few plastic welds to do. I thought I'd done them all, but yeah, missed a few. Like these are ones I'd done previously. There's plastic weld under that. And I haven't made a video. You can actually see, there's mesh in there. I probably should have covered that with a bit more plastic, but anyway, it's in there, it's strong. Same up here, mesh in the back of that. And, I found a few more bits and pieces. This one I knew about. And I ran out of the black plastic filler rod. I've gone white filler rod. It doesn't make any difference on the back. Yeah. The front, after the plastic weld, it was rubbed with 80 grit, and then puttied over, and then rubbed again with the 80 grit, and then finished off with the 240. A couple of other bits. There's a break in here as well. This was a new one I wasn't aware of. Same thing again. Ran mesh into it and then filler rod. So, look at there. This is the other issue too. These friggin' stickers. Man, what a pain. I had to scratch that off with a blade, and I've fairly deep scratches in it with the blade trying to get it off, and I still haven't got all the sticky off. And I tried rubbing it off with thinners and acetone, which neither of them will wash it off. So the best you can do is that the thinners actually softens it enough to scrape it off easily with the blade. So but and you've got all these bits and pieces in here which are hard to get to. So there's bits like this all over the place actually. Just really difficult to try and rub. So I've sort of rubbed, up to the edges of visible bits. So these are all not visible anyway, but even so, you don't want the paint peeling off them. Even though it wouldn't sort of really matter. It'd only matter if it started peeling off, up to this edge. So which is where I've rubbed that, but yeah, I'll go over that with a scourer and some thinners anyway before I put plastic primer in. Yeah, so the fairings finally finished. Yeah. Done a lot of fiberglass for my time. This has got to be one of the hardest ones I've done yet. This was an absolute pain. Yeah. And as I've mentioned before, you know, if I was just making an exact copy of a break-on fairing, it'd be pretty easy. You just take a mould, make another copy, done. But when you start changing it or, you know, trying to make things from scratch, yeah, it gets really difficult and yeah, takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. And it's a real shame I'm going to have to sell it now too, because I said I did buy it for travelling up to New South Wales on. But yeah, basically you can't really afford to keep going up there anyway. It's just getting too expensive. Yeah, but just the bait itself's double in price, and then we got petrol just going up continuously. You know, like last trip even in the bug, I don't even know how much I spent. Probably average 300 each way. Yeah, that's in a Volkswagen Beetle. I imagine if I'd have taken me V8, yeah, would have been at least double that. Yeah, this is going to be a major problem too. I really was hoping that you could just take these glossy pieces off, but they're not. They're part of the panniers. So yeah, which is a real pain because it means I'm going to have to mask up the entire pannier. And yeah, probably going to have to mask it up probably before I even start rubbing it back. Yeah, just so I don't rub out this edge. Although I think I'm going to be painting this anyway. I'll be not black. I'll be because this is going to be a dark metallic blue. But yeah, this area, not real fussed with the grey, especially when it's sort of faded and scratched anyway. So what I'm thinking of is like a gunmetal or something. I'm going to use an exhaust paint. This is in a rattle can, spray can. This exhaust paint that comes in a colour that's just called cast iron, and it's actually pretty similar to what's on the wheels, so it should match up well. And yeah, I think I'm going to be going a two-tone too. I've looked at a lot of pictures of these STs in various colours, and when you paint all the plastics, it just becomes too much. It looks like a car with two wheels. It's just, yeah. So at the moment, thinking I'm going to be going possibly a two-tone. Yeah, probably at this line here. Yeah. So these were a separate piece anyway. On the original fairings, this bottom half was a separate piece. I'm not sure at the moment whether it was painted or not, so it may well have been two-tone originally, so yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing. As I'll do this in the cast iron colour. I'm also going to do this panel. It fits up here into the inner panel. It fits into the fairing. That's just one down there on the ground there. So yeah, this top part of the fairing separates into three pieces. So yeah, I'll be doing that in the cast iron colour too. Not sure whether I might even paint this alloy piece yet. See how it looks. If it stands out, it looks silly after I paint, because I'm going to paint these pieces in the cast iron colour. But that stands out looking silly. I'll paint that as well. So yeah, anyway, and yeah, you can see this line on the seat. I took some vinyl I had into a motor trimmer, and like I was trying to stretch it over, I couldn't get it to stretch, and basically what he was saying is I couldn't make it stretch over because the piece I was using was too short anyway. Yeah, like it sort of only come to here, and I was trying to stretch it past it, and and had other bits and pieces, and so what he did, he only charged me $20, but that's what this line's for. He actually stitched it out of 3 pieces, put a seam down here. But yeah, the more I think about it, the more I don't really like that idea. For one, this seam is right across where your leg is. Yeah, and that could become an issue after hours of sitting on the bike. That seam rubbing on the leg. And it was 1 piece to begin with anyway, so the original was 1 piece. So I'm just going to go and buy another meter. I only need a meter anyway. Go and buy some more vinyl. And yeah, you gave me a good rundown on how to make it fit anyway. You said, now that's coming on summer, pick a nice hot day and just drape the vinyl over it and sit it out in the sun for several hours, and and then it'll stretch. He's also saying too, because my staple gun isn't strong enough to sort of go, it sort of is and isn't, like you try and staple the vinyl under there and under the back of it, and you only get 1 out of every 3 or 4 that'll actually go in. And you were saying what you do is that you can't glue it on just with a regular contact adhesive, but what you do is you rub with like an 80 grade paper where you're going to put the glue on the underside, and then you put a thin layer of your contact adhesive first and let it fully dry, and then you go again in the normal fashion with your contact adhesive, and he said it will stick to it. So yeah, hopefully his advice is good. Anyway, I'll leave it at that, and this is videos basically just for anyone contemplating painting their ST. Don't think it's going to happen quickly. This is a big job. This is like on par with painting a car. It's major. Maybe not, won't use as much paint, or definitely won't use as much paint, but the amount of effort that's going to go into it, is on par with painting a full-size car. Anyway, thanks for listening to me ramble, and we'll see you again. Bye.